What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Josh Lopez from the Hoots podcast, a very brand new podcast. Well, not really. There's been a lot of iterations of the podcasts that I've done over the years on this platform, from the pro wrestling experience back in the day when we did Google Hangouts each week to the radio show edition on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. We've transitioned to the Josh Lopez Wrestling Podcast in 2016, where me and Adam Daly were doing live hangouts on here weekly, and then we switched it back to audio platform. This next phase and this next transition is called the Hoots Podcast. And the reason why we're changing the name of the show is to bring more synergy between both of us. Not that we have any issues or anything. I don't want to get anybody worried or anything, but I originally had the Josh Lopez Wrestling Podcast for branding purposes, coming out of broadcasting school and getting my name out there. I've had experience writing transcription articles for WrestleZone, Between the Ropes, other different wrestling websites. And as I got my name out there, I've been able to share the podcast along with the play-by-play articles I do. So this is all encompassing. The Hoots podcast is the same thing you've listened from the Josh Lopez Wrestling Podcast to the Pro Wrestling Experience back in the day. It's straight fun talking about wrestling. We're not here to be a sports center type of wrestling show. We're not here to be CNN and go on trial on booking decisions. We come in here, we have fun, we talk about wrestling, we talk about what we enjoy. We talk about life topics. We talk about sports. As a Raiders fan, obviously I'm a Bears fan, a big Chicago sports fan, if you can't tell by this background right now. But we have a lot of comedy to the show. We have a lot of audio elements to the show. So why should you subscribe to the Hoots podcast? It's pretty simple. I think we do a good job in bringing genuine conversations that not a lot of these shows can. In the fact that when you listen to any of our shows, we want you to feel like we're sitting next to you talking about wrestling. And we want to interact with you guys. Never be shy. If you have a disagreement with whatever I say or Adam says on the show, we want to hear from you guys. So we're always open to any interaction, whether it's on here on YouTube or on Twitter at Notorious Shashi, at MDaily13. The Hoots podcast is the same thing as the Josh Lopez Wrestling Podcast. We're just changing the name. So we're not coming up with new segments. The theme of the show is not changing. I do have a new audio intro, which you'll hear on this week's podcast. But, you still find the catalogs. If you can see all of my old episodes of the Sports Drive I've done in the past. You can check out some of the old radio interviews I did on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. You can check out some of the, like I said, the earlier editions of the Pro Wrestling Experience when I was on Google Hangouts and couldn't form a damn sentence. So the Hoots podcast is a all-encompassing podcast with two brothers who love wrestling, talk about life, give you some things to think about from a positive standpoint, and we're all about advocating for mental health and positive mental thinking and just enjoying wrestling in general. We're not here to trash wrestling. We're here to have fun talking about wrestling and sports, and we're just two good brothers shooting the shit. So that's what the Hoots are. I'm a Hoot. Adam's a Hoot. You're a good Hoot, and you're a good sister Hoot. It's just that simple. All our supporters over the years, we don't call them fans. They're good brothers and good sisters. And we love recording this show for you guys, even when things are going crazy off the air for both of us. We're here to entertain you guys, and hopefully you give this podcast a chance. So subscribe to the Hoots podcast. I'll keep you guys updated when we get our new iTunes channel where you can subscribe to there. But for going forward, the Hoots podcast, if you want to find it, you want to listen to what we're doing, subscribe here to this YouTube channel. Interact with us. We want to get your honest feedback of the show. You're not going to affect you're not going to affect me if you say something negative about the way I look or anything like that. Hell, most of our podcast is done audio, so you don't have to see my ugly mug anyway. So we're here to have some fun and bring something different to the table to a very outdated and oversaturated wrestling podcast market. So this is the Hoots podcast. My name is Joshua Lopez. Thank you guys for checking out this video, and please give it a shot. Subscribe to the podcast. If you ever have any suggestions of things you would like to hear on our show, hit us up. Just hit us up. We want to interact with you guys, and we appreciate the support. Peace.